All right. So just a minute. All right, let's go. So when we are talking about order flow, right? Order flow is actually simple, right? And basically what order flow is talking about is to what side is the market accumulating the orders? Is it to the upside or to the downside? Now this is the basic order flow. Order flow is really not much different from market structure, right? It's not different from market structure. So, but then now what we now play is this. So when we are talking about order flow, we are talking about what direction of the market is price accumulating its orders, right? So when we have, you know, something like this, we say that price is accumulating orders to the upside. So it then means that we have a bullish order flow, right? We have a bullish order flow. Where is price accumulating the orders? Okay. And then in the case of a bearish market, when we have all of this price accumulating orders to the downside, right, we can say that we have a bearish order flow. Okay, so order flow is not hard. Maybe some people might have a different explanation for order flow, but this is the simplest you would ever get order flow, right? So orders are being accumulated to the upside, right? And now this is where we must get it right. When you are looking at your order flow, the the best time frame to start from is your weekly time frame. Your weekly time frame is where you want to start looking out for your order flow from. All right. What is the direction of the market? What is the directional bias of the market? Where is price accumulating orders to? Is it to the upside or to the downside? Okay. So order flow is not something that is complex. It's just where is the orders accumulated towards? Is it accumulated towards the upside or to the downside? All right. So for example, all the way here, right? Yes, is all the way here. We can say that we had bullish order flows until we saw this sell downwards. All right. And now if we continue this way, all right, and we take out this particular low, then we can now begin to say that, okay, price or smart money has begun accumulating orders to the downside. Then we can now then say we now have a bearish order flow. Does that answer the first question of what is order flow? So how then do I now
Yes,
look
sir.
look look out for my order flow? what are the things that I want to see in my order flow? Remember, I've taught us on a complete market wave. So for me to really begin to pick my order flow, I want to see my complete trading range or my complete market wave being formed. Okay, now if it was basic understanding, right, we would have said, okay, we just want to see price keep accumulating orders to the downside and all of that. But no, we are not just trading that, we are trading a logic, a logic. So let me say a pattern. All right, so this helps me determine to which side is my order flow. Is it to the upside or to the downside, depending on what I see. Okay, now if you pick GBP AUD as an example, right, like I said, from here order flow was to the upside. Because this is weekly, we may not get all of this data. I would have loved to use this previous data. Okay, but then let's use this. Now looking at this, we have swept what? Liquidity to the left. We have broken one. Okay, we have broken 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 structural points. So that can stand for us as a break of structure, right? A break of structure has taken place. We had our inducement. Why
I
is
can't
this?
see your screen, bro.
You can't see my screen. Okay.
Everything is fine, no? Maybe your network.
Okay. Let me just share. So can you see it now?
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Yes, we can see, bro.
All right. Awesome. So I was saying that we had this 4 breaks of structure. Okay. Let me go over it again because of real touch. We swept all this liquidity right here. Then we broke structure. We had our inducement. Why is this our inducement? We have an unmitigated order block. This candle is very vital. There's an order block that swept liquidity here that needs to be what? That needs to be mitigated. Okay. Now remember that order flow is now beginning to go what? To the downside. Initially order flow was bullish, but now because of this break of structure is signifying that maybe order flow wants to begin to go to the downside. So based on this, we should be looking for sales majorly. Now I've determined that, okay, my order flow initially, based on what I'm seeing, was bullish, but the break of structure now has given me an evidence that, okay, it looks like market wants to change its order flow from being bullish now to being bearish. This is not yet a valid structural point. Why? It has not taken out this low. Number two, we don't have a new low yet. So this is still potential. All right. So then the next thing I now do is I'm looking to sell. I'm looking for entries. I can't take my entry from the weekly. I go to the daily time frame. All right. To see where I am in price. Now on the daily time frame, I can immediately see this. A sweep of liquidity from here. Don't forget that weekly's order flow has changed to what? Being bearish. But on the daily, what is the daily order flow? The daily order flow is still what? It's still bullish. There is no evidence yet on the daily supporting the weekly break of structure or shift in market structure, or any name you want to give to it, right? So my daily is still bullish. My bullish order flow is still intact on the daily. Okay, so what do I then do? I now tell myself, okay, if weekly is bearish, and daily is bullish. Before I am going to look to sell, I want to see at least daily to be in alignment with weekly. This is where time frame correlation now comes in. That's number one thing you do. Number two thing is, okay, if I have, say, maybe this imbalance, now when price gets to this imbalance, I want to see an evidence before I take a sell. Why? Because this daily order flow is still intact. So I can capitalize on this buy and tell myself, all right, so at least if this guy is going to buy, two things should happen. It's either it overall takes out this buy and continues the bullish order flow, or it takes out this inducement liquidity and then does what? And then sells from somewhere around here. Those are the two things you are going to be looking out for. All right. So now, of course, what if we get a setup that shows us that we can buy into this inducement at least, or even buy into this other block? Then I'll go to my 4 hours. So I'm already most likely teaching lower time frame entries. Okay. So I still have this inducement, or at least this other block that price should what's it called, sell from. Okay. Now on the 4 hours, what am I seeing? I am still seeing a little bit of bullishness, right? I'm still seeing a little bit of bullishness on the 4 hours. So weekly is bearish, daily is bullish, 4 hours is bullish. 1 hour is what? Is also still very much bullish. All right. Now, this is just all about understanding order flow. So I'm going to tell myself, before I'm going to look to sell, at least I want to start seeing a shift or a break of structure from at least 1 hour, indicating, wow, people are on the call. Gee. So indicating that now we are ready to sell. Do you get the point now? We are looking at order flow. You get the point now.
Yes, sir.
So now,
Yes,
lower
yes.
time frame entries. Let me now say this. Number one, if you are in phase two, I don't know if those that are in phase three have watched the recent video that I dropped. Please, if you have not, hey, go and watch that video. There is work in that video. I mean, work full ground for that video. All right. So now, lower time frame entries. Let me just, maybe, I mean, you guys have been in phase two for a long time. Let me just okay, yes, let's use, I'm coming, I want to look for an example that we can use. Ooh. All right, awesome. I like this. So this was, let's say this was the daily point of interest, right? You can remember. Now switching to line charts, we swept this overall eye. See how many eyes we broke this eye. All right, please pay attention. Running out of time. Now, to play lower time frame entries, you want to see either accumulations or distributions. Now, what is accumulation? What is distribution? All right, accumulation is for buys, distributions is for sales. All right, so at a buy POI, you are looking for an evidence of accumulation. But is it an evidence of accumulation you are looking for alone? No. You are looking for an evidence of reaccumulation. So, but then what is accumulation? Accumulation is when we see price break structure. This entire thing is accumulation, right? This entire thing is accumulation, a break of structure. This is distribution. Okay, I'm trying to be as simple as I can on this. All right, this is what an accumulation is. All right, so that is what we had here. We had this break of structure, right? And then that is the accumulation. Now, we are not just looking for accumulation, we are looking for a reaccumulation. Now, what is reaccumulation? Reaccumulation is when you have this first accumulation and you have your point of interest here and you're looking to buy. When price gets to this region, the same thing that happened here, you want to see it also happen again at this region. That is what a reaccumulation is, right? Because price is fractal. If this guy is going to shift to the upside, right, then what happened here would also happen here. Because I've taught you basic market structure. Whenever you have a retracement or a continuation move, let's take a retracement as an example. This is what you would have in that retracement into your point of interest. So you want to see this happen again, right? All of this thing is what is happening here. All of this is what is happening here on this retracement leg. So we want to see this accumulation happen again to now confirm to us that now price is ready to move to the opposite direction or to continue the bullishness. So this is accumulation. This happening at this region is reaccumulation. I deleted my POI. Okay. So you want to see this break of structure and then boom. All right. So this is what accumulation and reaccumulation. So in plain lower time frame entries, you want to see reaccumulations if you are looking for buys. And if you are looking for sales, you want to see redistributions, not just distribution. Right? Because above every major high, you want to see distributions. Below every major low, you want to see accumulations. You guys know that already. But when it comes to plain lower time frame entries, that's why I said lower time frame entries it has a different technique. It's unique in itself. Because how many of you have noticed that, of course, this has happened to you? This kind of thing don't do you before, right? That break of structure, you mark this and price just continue to sell. But if you check very well, those kinds of trade, if you check the point of interest you marked, you will not see a reaccumulation here. you will not see a reaccumulation here. Now, don't lose me. I know some of you might be saying, okay, coach, but what about the logic? Don't worry, just calm down. Let's finish first. I'm going to show you everything. Damn. So do we understand the concept of accumulations and reaccumulations like that?
Yeah, that's good.
All right. So let's now use this as an example. If we had this break of structure, look at this again, guys. I mean, this thing, it cleared there. Even on the 1 hour, this was the point of interest, right? Now look at how they did the same thing, reaccumulated, broke structure again. Hey, God, right? Broke structure again. Look at this. If you now say, okay, this is my point of interest, I don't want to buy, I want to be very sure. Look at it again now. On the retracement, they broke this structure again. Does it make sense?
Yes, it does.
Very
So
well.
that's what you are looking for. You are not just looking for accumulations alone. You are looking for reaccumulations and redistributions. Now, I even like this one. Look at this. I said above every major I think I think I saw him, Mr. Yavala is here, so he will understand this very well. Above major highs, you are looking for distributions. Below major lows, you are looking for accumulations, right? And this is a major high. A major high has been swept. A major high has been swept. What should you expect? Distribution. They gave us that distribution clearly. Higher high, higher low, higher high. Break. Now, this is the basic break of structure you know. So relax. But then anybody that was looking to sell here, even based on the line chart, did you see any evidence of redistribution? No.
No, sir.
So I'm not even going to even click any buy at all. Now, this can happen on the 1 hour. This can happen on the 30 minutes. It can happen on the 15 minutes, right? Okay, so we have less than 2 minutes. Let me stop this and send a new link.